Hey everyone, Elaine here with Sweet Stampin. Thank you for joining me this last Tuesday of March. Can you believe April is coming? I cannot, but we still have a few days left of March, so there's still a chance to take advantage of the March product of the month. A new really cool product is coming for April. It's an embossing folder, which I'm very excited about because I love embossing folders. Hi, Joan and Carrie and Melanie. Thanks for joining. And so I will be posting more about the embossing folder on my Facebook page, so be sure to check that out. April also begins new quarter and there are new kits, and for demonstrators there is a pre-order happening right now on the new catalog and the new online exclusives. And you might have heard already that there are some really cool stamp sets. In the United States we have the Silly Old Bear suite, which is very exciting. And my order I think is coming tomorrow or the next day, so I'm very excited about that. Hi, Louise. And so some really fun things coming. I'm really hoping that there will be enough for when the suite goes live on sale to customers. So cross your fingers, because we demonstrators are crazy and we tend to buy things and then they get sold out. But I wanted to show you first the March kit. I haven't had a chance to show you. I had it already last week and I forgot. But this week I have it all done, and I bought an extra set of clipboards. So these are really cute clipboards that are part of this kind of trio of kits. So I'm gonna show you, show you this one first. Let me kind of get this all set up here, and I'll move this one out of the way. And then I will do the spinny wheel for the prize from last week. Yes, it's very exciting. I was very excited when I saw the Silly Old Bear in a survey. So it's fun to see those surveys early. Okay, so this is the Radiant Reminders kit. And then there's a separate clipboard kit. So the paper items, supplies come separately from the clipboards. So you have a small clipboard and then 2 large clipboards. And they have this little stand in the back. And they are very strong. So they're definitely gonna hold whatever you put in them. And I've used extra dimensionals. So mine are very poofy dimensionalized, but I really like the sayings. So good things take time. I think the theme of this Radiant Reminders, it should be patient reminders or reminders of patience or something like that. Because this one, I haven't put a picture in it yet, but it's for a picture, and I'm planning on putting a picture from on stage here to just remind me of the fun. And then you put the leaves on there, and then slow down, and then some of the embellishments. So I will have that up in my stamp room along with these 2. And then there's another kit that goes with the clipboards. So if you want, you can get 1 set of clipboards and alternate them, or like me, you can get 2 sets of clipboards so that you can just have all these fun decorative items all around your room. And this one comes with a stamp set and ink spot, and it is every little thing. And then it has these little sayings: you are loved, enjoy the little things, and then what if it all goes right? Which is an interesting sentiment, because usually we always go to everything that could go wrong. So I like this one a lot. I think that's really great. And then enjoy the little things. And of course I added dimensionals to every single little piece. So mine is very popped up. And then you are loved. So super cute for a gift, super cute for decor. You don't have to, you know, use things. You could use them for photos and switch them out, or for different decor items that you might already have. So I'm gonna put them back behind me so they're out of the way, so I have enough room for everything else, because I do have a couple more things to show you from on stage that I forgot to show. Hi, Karen. And this is the new in colors. This is the sample page that we get to create. So we have this one, it's like a better blushing bride. I think it's called Barely Blush. So I think it's a really pretty pink. And then Crisp Cantaloupe is a returning color. It used to be an in color. Golden Glow, Hydrangea Hue, which I love, love, love. And Peaceful Pine, so very pretty. And so as part of, you might have already seen, where did I put it? As part of the virtual album retreat, in our package, we got one of the glimmer pens, which I was surprised and excited about. So we got the Golden Glow, and I did a little reel, a little short to show, and I drew the hello, and it's super juicy. Super fun. So I'm super excited when these hopefully come in stock soon to get all of them. And then we also got, as part of the virtual album retreat, 2 of the new white gel pens. And these are super cool. It's always great to have white gel pens. So some fun things in the kit. And this is happening the end of April, so I'm excited. I really like the last one that they did. I made all the pages, and then it comes with 4 stamp sets. So you have Happiness is Here 1 and 2, and then you have an alphabet stamp set. And you have 2 of them, which is crazy, but these are great for cards and scrapbooking, so very exciting. And then all the paper and pages. There is a lot in this kit. So there's all of this pack of paper, and these are thick pieces. And then there's all of this paper, also thick. And then you have a lot of cutouts, all pre-cut, and different designs and flowers and all kinds of cool stuff. And then all of the pages to insert them into. So I've got this all set aside here, and they will have a cutting video to show you how to cut everything, but there's also a guide on the back of all of these pages. Well, oh no, these are the back pages. So these aren't the ones that you cut, but on the other pages that you cut, they have the cutting guides. So these ones have all the cutting guides, and it tells you what projects they go to. And then of course you have leftover as well, which is nice. And so here's everything. So super cool. So you can cut everything up and have everything ready for the day. And then these are the same. They have all the cutting, everything on the back. So I'm so excited to do this virtual album kit, and it's on sale right now. You can get it now, so check that out. Okay, there's that. And then I finished the little booklet that I was showing, and so it's just the coloring techniques, and you can add more. So this is the Hydrangea Hue shimmer brush, and this is the white gel pen, and then we have the blends markers in Crisp Cantaloupe, I think it was, and then the color lifter and watercolor pencils with the blender pens. And then this is from one of the new online exclusive stamp sets. There's this cute octopus, and then he can hold different things like little mini cupcakes, and you can do happy birthday cards, and it's really cute. It's a really cute set. And then this is the brayer. I just went up and down, back and forth, side to side, diagonally to create that look. So that's a really cool background, I think. So that's the little technique book that we made. I also forgot to show you this that someone gave me that they 3D printed. Isn't that cool? These dragonfly earrings. Those are so cool. I just love the cutting on them is so nice and clean. Really cool, really fun. Okay, so next thing, you probably heard that there's going to be a new black ink stamp pad. So it's going to combine the best features of the Memento and of the Stays On ink. And gosh, I can't remember how many years ago it was. It was a few years ago, a lot of years ago. I was one of the testers for this ink, and this is my actual test page, and I have some of the black ink pads that they sent me to test. And so they wanted me to obviously test stamping, test them with blends, test them with watercoloring, and they actually all worked really, really well. I thought they were nice and dark, especially that one, and worked well with the watercolor and with the blends. So I'm really excited to finally see the results of all these tests that we did all those years ago. I was wondering if they were even gonna come out with the product. It's been so long. It's been a while, but I wanted to share that with you too, because I'm excited to get that as well. And I wish I had my order, but I think it's coming tomorrow or the next day. So I will be showing you some of it later then. Okay, so now the raffle from last week is my swap card from On Stage. This is one of my swap cards. And so it is, no, I didn't do it that way. Okay, so it's just a card like that. And let's see, I do have the screen here ready. And drum roll, please. Let's see who I will be mailing this card to. Ooh, that's super close. Oh, it's Pam. All right. Yay, Pam. Okay, so I'm going to write, oh, my pens are right in front. Oh, I got these new pens from Daiso. Speaking of fun places. And they are like click markers. So they are really, really cool. They're really, really fun. And they come, of course, in all these colors. And Shannon West and I were there looking through all the different colors, and we were trying to find Stampin' Up! Colors for all of these. So this is like Gorgeous Grape, and this is Night of Navy. This can be it's kind of between Cloud Cover and Misty Moonlight. It's like a lighter Misty Moonlight. And this is like Flirty Flamingo, Smoky Slate. And then this is kind of like Soft Seafoam, but kind of also a little bit of, there used to be a green called, no, not quite Mellow Moss. Oh, yes, so many colors. Anyway, so those are all markers, and they are super fun to play with. So I think that's it for On Stage. Nope, I lied. I did a couple more cards I finished from On Stage. So here's the ones I finished them that I used the 12 by 12 masks, templates, whatever you want to call it. Oh, you can't see them. Oh my gosh, I'm still on this. Okay, sorry, thank you. Okay, so yes, markers. So here's the markers in all different colors. So sorry about that. Didn't hit the right button. Okay, so now, and then we saw the this was the card to send to Pam. So I've got that. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Tiffany. So these are the cards that I made with the 12 by 12 templates, and we also did the envelopes. And so I put those together, but instead of using the piece that they suggested, I thought this happy, happy, happy birthday looked good. And I always need birthday cards, so I made them into birthday cards. And like I said, I had pieces to make a couple more of my swaps, so I did that. And then I turned that bag that I showed you into a card, like I said I was going to do. And then these are the other two make and takes. I finished coloring them and I stamped in black instead of, they had it crumb cake and I thought that was too light. It needs to be black. So finished those. And then I also finished the cards from the event before on stage. So this is a super cute one. So cute. And then this is the Nature Symphony one of that. And then here's the Lovely and Beautiful. And then this is super fun, the beach themed one. And then these were my other swaps that I did. So an offset gatefold card, and I embossed the flower and petals in gold. So those are all the extras that I have done and completed. So I can check those off, but I did not complete the after hours. I almost did, but I still need a couple more elements that I don't have. I finished the first card, so this is the first card. What do you think? And then I'm just gonna close that though. And then we're just gonna make that smaller. Okay, and then this is the second card. So I did finish those two. And then the third card, I am waiting, uh-oh, something stuck to something. Okay, there we go. I'm waiting for the Golden Glow and Peaceful Pine ink pads because I needed to stamp and blend those. So I will finish this when I get those. Whoopsie. I put this card over the last card when it was still drying. And then this is the last card, and I glued down what I could. So these are the Mossy Meadow pieces. And then these are the Peaceful Pine pieces, but I want the ink because they used the small blending brush to ink in the middle there. And so it made it look really nice. So I'm just waiting for that, and then I can do these and glue these down and then add the flowers and the sentiment, and then I can add that to a card base because I did a little differently. And the fourth one will be done. And then we had all these like leftover strips of DSP, and I was wondering, why do we have these extra ones? What are we supposed to do with them? And so I decided I'm just gonna make cards out of them because I had extra backgrounds as well. So I did two different ones, and then I've already stamped and cut out some of the flowers. So I'm gonna do some of the flowers and a sentiment, although I think I'm gonna change that to a lighter sentiment. I think it's too dark. And then I just have some more pieces because I'm gonna do some more butterflies and maybe a card that I started at the event. I started doing some stamping and just kind of playing around. So a couple more things to finish, but I got the first two completely done. So they're really, really pretty. I thought they were really pretty. I'm usually honestly not that impressed by the samples that have been on the after, or what do they call it? Not after on stage, but the later hours on stage. I forgot what they call it. Oh, it's probably right on here. But this time after hours. I knew it was after something. After hours. So I really like these a lot. I thought these were great. And they were great make and takes. And I thought the other make and takes that we did were very nice too. So I think the on stage make and takes this year were very nice. So whoops, this one and this one. So lots of nice cards. Okay, but now let's get to this paper pumpkin kit. So this is the Fluttering Garden paper pumpkin kit, and I did make one of each of the cards pretty closely this time. Sometimes I change it a little bit, but there's this large hummingbird one, Mother's Day, and I'm so grateful for you, and then the thank you. So yeah, I made them pretty much the same as the kit, and they're beautiful as is. But let's step it up and let's add some more color. I feel like more color would be great. So there are two stamp sets that you get. You get this one that you stamp with the kit, and then you get Fluttering Hummingbird, which has really cute, I love birthday wishes, and then wishing you happy anniversary and hello. And then it's got the two hummingbirds and some little splatter, and this one has splatter too, which I love. So these are really great stamp sets, and I really like them. So I've got them all ready on blocks here. And then the envelopes are really pretty too. So of course I have cut these up, and we'll cut the rest of them up and make these into cards because they're so pretty. I feel like they're kind of wasted as an envelope. So that's just my feeling. Okay, so here are some of the ones I made already, and some of them are very simple, and I'm just gonna add a few things like this one. I'm just gonna add some of the embellishments. They kind of look like, and I think they are very similar to our iridescent foil gems. Don't you think they're similar? They look similar. And then, so very simple, just the hummingbird and the envelope. And then here's one where I colored. So I stamped kind of this flower motif here across the bottom, and then I did Pretty in Pink and Peach Pie, which are retiring colors. So I wanted to use some of those up. So there's another one where I've added color. And then this one, I added even more color. I stamped this stamp, which looks like this, which you use to get this card and this card. So it's a really pretty stamp, really, really pretty. And then I colored it with the old olive and peach pie blends and used the birthday wishes. And then I added some of the splatter in the peach pie. So it's kind of a peach pie themed card. And then this is another simple one with the thank you and an envelope. And then this is my purple gorgeous grape card. I just love the gorgeous grape in the hummingbird. And I stamped the hello, and the coordinating add-on die set for this last month of the quarter is sold out. So I purchased the new one, which is available, and I cut the butterflies, and there's also flowers that you can cut out, and added the butterflies to this as well, and then colored all of these little stamps. So this is this stamp right here. So it's kind of a fun, very flowy stamp that you stamp on the card here as well. Okay, so those are some alternatives. So I'll be giving one of those away next week for everybody that says hi and leaves a little comment for us. And now I'm going to do a couple more cards. These ones are going to be just kind of basic ones using the envelopes and some of the extra pieces that I had. So simply tack these down, and then I cut some circles with the Stylish Shapes dies from the cards. So I cut the cards all up, and I used them with a couple of the different dies to create some cards. And so I'm just going to put dimensionals on all of these, and I'm going to use the paper pumpkin dimensionals. I've saved them, and I've saved so much that now I really need to use them because I have way too many. That never happens to anybody. We don't hoard stuff, do we? Okay, I'm gonna wait on that one because I'm gonna see how I place this. So I thought about doing like beautiful and then doing like birthday wishes. Whoops, birthday wishes. But it just, I don't know, it didn't work. It didn't quite work. Having the two scripts together. So let's see. Yeah, it just, no, it just doesn't work very well. So I just said, nah, we'll just do beautiful. Beautiful is beautiful enough. So we'll put it kind of, let's see, I think this hummingbird is up higher. Yeah, so we'll put a little dimensional over here, and then just gonna trim the edge just a little bit wide. Okay, chop, chop, and then add some of the iridescent dots. So very simple, but pretty. And so I'm using the other elements of the cards. So, and then that will be pretty much the same. So that's one that I did. And then this next one here, I've already colored, and this is my pretty and pink themed one. And on some of the cards, it has this circle, so you know where to stamp on this card right here. So what I did is I just stamped around it and cut out a larger stylish shaped circle that I can put in the middle, and then I can add these hummingbirds as well too. And this is going to be a birthday card. So I'm going to stamp the birthday wishes in the middle in the basic gray. And then we'll just add dimensionals on this one. Yeah, I know, it's a lot of dimensionals, but it's going to work very nicely. I noticed, and I think maybe you've noticed, that the paper pumpkin dimensionals, or the dimensionals that come with the paper pumpkin, are a little bit taller than our normal dimensionals. And so everything gets like kind of puffed up a little bit more. So hopefully it'll go through the mail okay. So here's one hummingbird, like up here. Uh-oh, dimensional's not placed well there. So let's put it over there. And then this hummingbird can be right down there. That fits nicely. And then some of these guys. And we'll do like a large and a small up here. Okay, so there's another one. And then kind of a little bit similar, I did a gorgeous grape one, and this is on gorgeous grape. And then I cut out another circle, so we can just tack this one down. And I've already colored it with Highland Heather and Old Olive. And then this is gonna be birthday as well. Everything's birthday. All birthday cards. Lots of birthdays. Speaking of birthdays, my nephew's birthday is today. And so after this live, I'm gonna go over to meet him and his family at the Olive Garden. That's where he wants to eat tonight, and have some of that yummy gnocchi soup. I love that soup. And of course some salad and breadsticks. So that's why I kind of pre-colored and pre-prepared things so that I won't run over time. And so maybe off to the side this time, I think. Yeah. And then where's my hummingbird? there's supposed to be a hummingbird for this too. Oh, there he is. I was like, I know I have a hummingbird. Can't finish the card without the hummingbird. Okay, so here's our hummingbird for that one. Ta-da! Oh, and then, yes, it is very nice being close to them. That's part of the reason why we moved here. So we wanted to spend some time with them. So that one, okay? And then I have a teaser one. And this, it's also Gorgeous Grape, is my tutorial that I am preparing for the Paper Pumpkin Creatives tutorial group. And so you can get this for free if you subscribe through me or do a prepaid Paper Pumpkin subscription, or you can purchase it for $15, which to me is a steal because you're getting 12 to 14 tutorials. So you're getting them for like $1 each. And these are amazing tutorials. As I've said before, they're artisan designers, they're top sellers. They're just amazing designers. I just look at them and just kind of think, I'm not worthy to be in this group. These guys are so amazing, but the tutorials are amazing. Let's just put it that way. So there's mine. And that card theme is purple. It's purple. And then I'm going to do another one here with this. So I've cut this shape and this shape to do a couple more with. And then this one, so I'm just going to move those aside. I'm going to get a scrap paper, because we're kind of going to stamp off the page a little bit. So we're going to stamp in the gray. Actually, let's do something different. Let's stamp in the old olive. Where did I put the old olive? Oh, la, la. Old olive. We'll stamp in the gray. We'll keep the theme here going. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one across the bottom this way. We're gonna do kind of what I did on the other one. So I'm just gonna stamp these a little bit close together all the way across. So it kind of looks like one continuous stamp. Continuous, repetitive stamp. And this one I'm gonna kind of offset it a little bit so that these tall ones won't be touching each other. It's kind of fun to do this reflected pattern here. Okay. Super fun. Let's see, my yard has 4 hummingbirds chasing each other. Oh, very cool. We used to have a hummingbird or hummingbirds that would build their nest in one of the light strands under our patio cover, which was really cool. So we got to watch several batches of hummingbird babies grow up and learn how to fly. We saw Mother teaching them flying lessons one time. That was really cool. So we could do purple background or we could do gray. And sometimes I feel like the gray is better so that the purple pops a little bit more, but we can make that decision later. Okay, so purple, I'm doing Highland Heather, and then I'm doing the old olive, but I also have this Gorgeous Grape. And so if you really want darker spots, you can add the Gorgeous Grape. So I'm just gonna show you a couple of the flowers here. So I'm gonna color in the lighter one first. La, la, la. And then, so I did several steps on this one just because I wanted contrast and yeah. So then I'm adding the dark just at the bottom, just a little bit, and it'll blend up, and just adding a couple dots of dark on this one and then on this one. And then the other side of this is even darker. So then I can add some of this at the bottom, just kind of tapping it in there. So we've got that fun contrast. And then for even more, we can do this gorgeous grape here. And that adds an even darker piece right here. And then right there. And so it's kind of fun to layer all of these purples on each other. Let's see if you can see that. The middle ones are covered up. Yeah, the middle ones will be covered up. So you can even like go like this, and then you don't really have to color as much as you think you do. So, but if you wanted to, you could do like this, and then they won't be covered up as much. And you could do another layer of the purple there as well. So we'll see what I end up doing. And then these can be used in a similar way for other cards. And then let's go ahead and add the old olive so you kind of have the full effect of some of the flowers. So let's see, which one is my nice old olive? So this is my nice old olive. And then I just went ahead and put some old olive up there. So I thought that was nice. And so I've had fun coloring. I love coloring, and I love coloring with the blends. And I'm still really hoping that they come out with more colors in the blends, like Gorgeous Grape and Coastal Cabana, some of my favorite colors. That would be awesome. I would really love that. But there are a lot of cool things that Stampin' Up! Is coming out with this year. Really, really cool stuff. So stay tuned. You know, hold on to your hats. Lots of cool stuff coming. Okay, so I'm just adding again some dark at the bottom, just a tiny bit there and there and there. Whoops, and this one. And then I'm gonna go back with the lighter one again and kind of blend it a little bit in and leave the tops light. And just add this in right here. And then that's your set of flowers. And then there's some grass down here too that you can do. So it's a really nice pattern. I really enjoy stamping and coloring with it. So there's also this one that I showed you that's really cool. So you've got these 3 really cool ones. And then there is this leaf one, which I should have incorporated more because it's nice as well. But the other ones were so cool. And the splatter stamp as well, like so cool. I just really, really like these 2 stamp sets a lot. I like the birthday wishes. I didn't really use the hummingbirds, but I think I will use them because I need a hummingbird for this card and this card and this card and probably this card too. I'm going to make a few more with some hummingbirds. And so I'll be stamping those. And this is just a really pretty and simple kit. And I've really had a lot of fun working on it. And so I hope you enjoyed some of these coloring techniques. I'm still going to use these to work on some of this, and I'll work on this one and then show you how that one turns out. And then it's going to be a birthday one again. Let's see, I store mine horizontally. Yes, the markers I store horizontally, so that way the ink isn't at this end or at this end. True for this and for the blends as well. I usually store them horizontally. The glitter pens, I would actually store them up this way because you don't want it leaking out all of your precious glitter liquid. So, you know, just in case. But super, super fun. Oh, it's all bubbly in there. So I'm excited to get my hands on more of these. These are going to be really cool. Let's see. Paper pumpkin And then next week and my upcoming in-person and virtual class, where is it? I'm using, I'm designing right now one of the cards with the Fragrant Layers bundle. And I've been very excited to use this bundle. And so that is what I'm going to be doing next week for April 1st, April Fool's Day. And I have a couple tricks up my sleeve, but some of them I cannot do on April Fool's Day because my family suspects something. I wonder why. No, actually, they don't eat anything I make on April Fool's Day because it could be a Brussels sprout cake pop or a toothpaste filled Oreo. So I'm gonna have to make these items this weekend, probably. Yeah, this weekend. So I will try to get some video and pictures of their reactions to these fun things. Anyway, I love April Fool's Day. It's really fun. But no fooling, I will be here April 1st, and I will be doing the Fragrant Layers bundle. And then a couple more bundles that I wanted to do are the Greenery Lane with the really cool washi tape and the, let's see, the Rolling Waves and the Garden one. There's just so many good ones still from the March online exclusives. And then I will be doing Silly Old Bear, which is very exciting, at the beginning of May, because I don't want to tease you too much now. I like doing things in a timely fashion and not too ahead of time. Some people like doing things a month before. I like doing them, you know, in a timely fashion, like celebrating Valentine's on Valentine's Day and doing Valentine's stuff on Valentine's Day. But so anyway, lots of fun things coming up. I'm very excited. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you joining me, and I hope to see you next week. Bring a friend, and I will be giving more information about my virtual class, and it will be in person as well next week. So make sure you stay tuned for that as well. Thanks, guys, and I will see you next week. I'm off to go